Hey guys, Pair bringing you this 9.1.5 Frost DK Mage Tower guide. With the Legion Timewalking, we have access to the Mage Tower, and if we complete it, we can get a re-tint of the Tomb of Sargeras Mythic set. This is a properly difficult challenge. It took me many tries to complete this, but I finally did it, so I thought I would make a guide to help you guys complete this challenge. All you get is scaled down to eye level 50. This means that there are possibilities of picking up very powerful gear from all expansions with like loads of sockets and all that kind of stuff. I've tried to replicate as close as possible just a normal Shadowlands geared character, just going into the Mage Tower challenge and going from there. When it comes to talents, I've actually made some changes throughout the fight. So in the first phase, I pick up Death's Reach. This is to help me grip the boss in multiple times. That extra range actually matters a ton. For the final phase, I actually swapped that out for Blinding Slate, and that's to help me deal with the ads. There is a period between first and second phase where you can use your tome to swap your talents because you're out of combat, so you just need to pop that tome, swap your talents, and you're ready to go. Furthermore, we are going to use 3 dual wield weapons. I don't have normal dual wield weapons, so I picked up these heirlooms, which are slightly more powerful than normal weapons, so I did have an edge. But anyway, pick up 3, put Rune of the Fallen Crusader on one of them, Rune of Unending Thirst on one of them, and Rune of Rise on the final one. We're going to start out with Fallen Crusader and Unending Thirst to make ourselves more tanky in the first phase. And then when we go out of combat in the between phase 1 and phase 2, we're going to swap out the Unending Thirst weapon for a Raised Rise weapon, and that's just to deal as much damage as possible in the final phase, which is a pure DPS raise. Anyway, let's just jump straight into it. I apologize in advance, I'm not great at playing Frost DK, but I try my best, so you'll see some mistakes, but it's fine in the end, right? We're going to start with using all our cooldowns, so this includes popping Most Winter, double Obliterate into our Breath. The boss will jump away quite quickly. What we're going to aim to do is, as soon as he jumps, grip him back and keep doing our breath rotation. We will have 3 of these Raised Rise windows, and they hurt a ton. So the aim here is to kill as many of these as possible to get the HP back from our Rune Forge, and then just spam Death Strike as well. As soon as they start dying, you can use Death Strike, it's fine. So it's those first couple of seconds that we need to deal with. The first set is easy. We have breath going. It's going to die quickly. The second set, I'm going to use my AMS. And that will help me survive long enough. I will grip in the boss and I will use Death Strike here to keep me up. And you can see my Rewards Winter and my Rhyme will start killing the Raised Rise. And that will just help me heal back to full. The third set, we're going to use our Frostwyrm's Fury to deal with. So that's very easy, it just one-shots them everywhere. So use that, poof, everything dead, grip in the boss, all done. This is like almost the most difficult part of phase 1. So as long as you deal these 3 Raised Rises in this way, it's going to help you a ton to progress. Now the next thing that's going to happen is that the boss is going to jump away and do this kind of intermission phase where he hides somewhere. And you're going to have to kill one of his clones to get this kind of AMZ. What we do here is that we use our, Chains of Ice to quickly kill that. You can see AMS is available just after a couple seconds. That's why we need to kill one. So as soon as AMS is ready, pop it, Death Advance, run straight to the boss. You can see where it is on the minimap by this little yellow dot. Because Shadow Barrage, he faces one direction, he sends these balls down there, just dodge these. If you get hit, you get knocked back, it hurts a ton, just avoid it. He will start using Channeling Power in this phase. That needs to be interrupted ASAP, otherwise he will get a stacking damage buff on itself. Save your interrupt to interrupt that. After he jumps away here, we're going to pop our second breath. It's an excellent opportunity. It's important to know your breath timers. I'm sure I will mess this up, but since it jumps away so much, you will sometimes use a breath and then nothing will happen. In this phase, you won't be able to heal much, so it's a good idea to focus on using Death Strikes. Even though there's just slow damage coming, you need to keep yourself healthy. You can see that I got hit by a ball, that hurts a ton. I used my potion to prevent myself from dying. Alright, he jumps away again. I use my Cold Heart. I kill the ad, I jump in. I look at the minimap, I see where it is. AMS, Death Sedans, run there, finish the intermission. Alright. So you can see he now casts Frostbolt. This means that he is no longer in his arcane phase. So you don't need to worry about him casting channeling power, whatever it's called. So now we can interrupt freely to just reduce his damage from Frostbolt. He will do his Race Rise next. So this is a tricky one. I'm going to be very close to dying here, so I'm going to use Death Strike. I'm going to focus one Race Strike, kill that, so I get the Dark Secure proc, so I can use Death Strike to heal myself up. It's going to be hectic, right? But after a while, everything dies from AoE, we can go out. It's generally a good idea to stay a bit closer to the center. That means that you can grip the boss in ASAP, as he doesn't jump far enough away, so you need to run. So you can stand in your Race Rise. Yeah, silly me again. I use AMS because I was thinking they would Race Rise next, but the second time around when he does his Race Rise, he does Race Rise and then he does the Barrage. So you get a bit more time to deal with him. It's a bit easier. Here we go again. Focus on Race Rise. Hit our Obliterate, do a Rhyme, just start killing everything and then gripping in. And you can see the fact that I have the Runeforge helped a ton. As soon as stuff starts dying, you just heal up to full. I use my breath here. This is a mistake. He's going to do the intermission soon, which means that I'm going to waste the majority of it. But it's kind of fine. DPS is not an issue in this phase, so if you do mess up with cooldowns, don't worry. It's not an issue. I'm now in intermission without AMS, which is not great, so I'm going to make my way towards the boss. You can see these, when it does do these shocks, they will actually knock you out if they finish it, so you can interrupt those. Now I'm thinking, you know, I'm just going to run for it. It doesn't deal that much damage. It's like if you run instantly, you're going to die, but if you stop like once or twice along the way, there won't be an issue. Alright, we're in the arcane phase. He's soon going to phase. He phases at 10%. So we're just going to kill him, be ready for when he does his channel power. And then we're going to prepare ourselves mentally for the final phase, which is like the true DPS phase. It is very tight and you're going to have to optimize the DPS a lot. He jumps away, we grip him back. Use that extra range from Depth Reach. You can see here he's kind of slowly killing us because we're not taking much damage, it's trickling through and that's difficult for us to heal. So I'm just going to do my best to use a couple of Death Strikes, getting down to 10% so that we can start the intermission between the first and second. So it takes a while from here for us to reach out of combat. So you want to wait before you swap the weapons. You can see I swap weapons in combat. That means I get this off balance debuff, which means that my Race Rise reinforces disabled for like 30 seconds, but it's fine. It takes a long while for this. All right, we're gonna swap our talents, put up Blinding Slate, and once that's done, we're gonna run over to where the boss spawns. I'm just going to use AMS to go over there. Now, this is DPS as much as possible. We're going to start hitting the boss where he stands. And we're going to pop Bloodlust drums here. And just start dealing a ton of damage. So my idea here is that he has this thing on the ground to start expanding from him. So we're going to start from where he is. Walk towards the edge. And then we're going to walk all the way around on the edge to just maximize our power. If we use this Seed of Darkness, that spawns 3 ads. If they hit it, they're going to walk towards him. They will heal him if they hit him. First set of ads, we're going to use Frost and Fury to deal with. Easy peasy. Alright, he's now at the edge. We're now going to just slowly move backwards. Avoid the AoE. It hurts a ton if you get hit. You're going to see me get hit once or twice. You really want to avoid that. But at the same time, you don't want to move too quickly. So just, yeah. Keep an eye on the edge. I think I move a bit farther. I could have stayed a little. It's very important that you actually do optimize this because the platform is small. He will cover the entirety of it at the end. I save my Rosa's Winter here. I'm going to wait for the ads. And when they spawn, I'm going to use my Rosa's Winter to deal with them. I'm also going to use Binding Sleet. That's awesome because it's going to CC them. And it's going to slow them afterwards, which helps me kill them before they reach the boss. Alright, we are soon waiting for him to actually use it. There we go. As he does, I'm running around far away. Don't need to run like very far away. This is fine. Pop my Remorseless Winter. They spawn. I use Binding Sleet. I'm going to kill one of them, use my Cold Heart. And then I'm going to focus the other two. And it's just about killing them. They're very slowed. I felt like it was not too difficult to deal with. As long as you get a couple of Rhyme procs. If one of them reaches far, you can always Death Grip it back. Alright, and we're back to killing the boss. Again, slowly walk backwards. We're going to move around the room in a circle. Optimize the area. You can see here. Did I get hit? I was very close there. There's one point where I nearly die from the AoE on the ground, so we need to be careful. Alright, I'm getting ready for using my breath again. I managed to desync it with my pillar, which is terrible, but as I said before, I'm not the greatest Frost player. I do my best. We're going to use pillar here after a while, and it's going to be fine. There we go. You can see I got 2 ticks there, and it nearly killed me, so very careful about getting hit. Alright, we got another set of ads. We're going to run away, do the same thing. Remorseless Winter, into Blinding Sleet. We're going to use Cold Out on one of them. It doesn't do full damage, but that's fine. It still helps us a lot. Slows it a ton as well. And you see, it's quite comfortably killing them. No problem at all. So this is running into there. You can't follow it, so grip it back. And that's it. Alright. And we're back at the edge. Walking slowly and surely backwards. I take a hit there as well from the... I don't know. Boss is at 33%. Getting worried. Are we going to kill it before we run out of space? It's currently fine. I won't have any issues at all. I got enough space in the end. So you can see my Frostwind Fury is getting back on cooldown, and that's great for us. That means the next set of ads we're going to easily deal with by using Frostwind Fury. It's like, you know, get out of jail free card because you just insta kill the ads. All right, walking backwards. You can see he uses this. I nearly die. I don't walk too far. Ad spawn. Frostwind Fury, and they're dead. Piece of cake. Alright, my breath's coming up in 20 seconds. I can see here, I've been able to optimize quite nicely, so even though the absolute majority of the platform is covered in purple goo, I have quite a lot of space to move with because I can move along the platform. Alright, breath is coming up, we got 10% left. I know that, you know, this breath is going to kill him, so I'm just waiting for it to come up, making sure I have full wounding power, popping it, and then I start using my obliterates in a efficient manner. Ooh, nearly die again. Gotta be careful. 2% left. Boss is dead. Alright. Very happy about that, by the way. Okay, I thought you guys found that useful. I hope you can employ some of my tactics to your runs so you can kill it and get your achievement, pretty much. Leave a comment down below if you have any thoughts, any comments. Upvote, downvote, depending on what you thought about this video. Consider subscribing if you want to see more of this kind of content. You can always find me on the Across Discord. You can PM me if you have any questions. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for more content. Thank you.